Our legendary boss lady, Pride, really is the GOAT. Everyone's faith in her is burning brighter than a summer sun. Last night, because Arthur was standing guard outside her door with such polite and respectful energy, he naturally got a chance for a little heart-to-heart with the princess. Seeing his teammates start to vibe-check the situation, Arthur immediately tried to clear his name. Hey, it was just a normal conversation, nothing shady. But a fellow knight jumped in to roast him. Or maybe you're just taking advantage of her vulnerable moment to drop some Riz? Arthur could only yell back. There's no way I'd ever do something like that. In reality, seeing Pride tossing and turning last night, Arthur gently reassured her that everything would be okay and that Prince Leon would wake up tomorrow. He firmly declared, the princess must be happy, because everyone is on your side. To give our boss lady some peace of mind, Arthur started introducing the top-tier personnel protecting the kingdom. First up, Captain Allen. This guy's strength is completely out of bounds. But he didn't get that way by accident. He trains to an unbelievable degree every single day. Even Squad 1, a team of literal war gods, has to acknowledge his raw power. Then there's Vice Captain Eric. He's the ultimate overachiever. It feels like nothing in this world can stump him. He gets everything done with a lightning-fast mind. He doesn't just work hard. He knows how to turn every experience into a part of himself. Absolute respect. Captain Callum, the man with the talent for reading the room and psychological profiles. He notices every emotion or struggle and offers advice that hits right in the feels. Even during that cliff incident 5 years ago, he cared for a foul-mouthed kid like Arthur. To this day, Arthur still looks up to him and hardly dares to look him in the eye. Arthur dropped a very reliable closing statement. With those people, plus the king, Mr. Clark, the knights, and Chancellor Gilbert, they will definitely protect the princess to the end. After that, Arthur continued listing her massive ride-or-die squad, from Marianne to the kids Seffi and Kemet. Even though Val's delivery boy attitude is a bit much, Arthur had to admit he's an essential piece of the puzzle. Specifically, Arthur poured his heart out praising Stale. He claimed that even without his superpowers, Stale is a true war god who gets more cracked the more he trains. Thinking about someone like Stale, always staying by Pride's side, made Arthur feel incredibly secure. At this point, Arthur went full romantic mode, nominating himself for the Protect the Boss list. He declared he's been sharpening his blade for years just for this moment, promising that whenever Pride feels unstable, he will be the first to take her hand. Listening to Arthur's non-stop smooth talk, Pride finally drifted off to sleep, muttering thanks to her mother and words of love that left Arthur's crew completely speechless. Later at the tavern, a completely wasted Arthur asked cluelessly, "Wait, where was I?" "Oh right, Captain Allen is strong, and Captain Callum is a man of the people. Captain Callum just wanted to facepalm. Give it a rest, kid. We thought you had some juicy tea about the princess, but you're just using our life stories as conversation filler." While Arthur was drunk and the gang was laughing, National Little Brother Stale suddenly appeared at the tavern. The knights were shook. Why is Lord Stale in a filthy place like this? Stale just calmly replied, calling it filthy is a bit much, before taking a seat to join the fun. Seeing Arthur in a drunken stupor, Stale rubbed salt in the wound. "You look pathetic." Arthur, still in his clueless state, kept babbling praises about his teammates until Stale kicked him outside to sober up. Taking advantage of Arthur's absence, Stale started a personality investigation by asking the seniors what they thought of him. The result? Arthur got showered with praise. Natural talent, relentless effort, and extreme integrity despite his heavy responsibilities. The knights even admitted there's a whole group of rookies standing Arthur. However, there was one detail that made both the knights and Stale feel a bit salty. The fact that Arthur is exactly Pride's type. After hearing the quality reviews, Stale finally breathed a sigh of relief. Right then, Arthur sobered up and was confused about why he was standing outside in the wind. Stale didn't beat around the bush, cutting straight to the point. "Tell me exactly what you said to my sister that night, now." Before Arthur could even process, Stale dropped another bombshell. Starting tomorrow, he's officially heading off to study as a regent under Lord Vesta. This means Stale won't be on 24/7 standby for our boss lady anymore. This was supposed to be delayed due to Pride's engagement cancellation, but out of love for her, Stale personally requested to leave early to become her reliable pillar sooner. After the announcement, Arthur didn't hesitate to give Stale a headbutt. Even though he felt a bit down, Arthur had to admit, your habit of taking everything on yourself is a literal copy-paste of Sister Pride. Stale didn't back down, getting into a scuffle with Arthur and explaining his choice and why he kept it a secret. Even though he complained, Arthur understood that Stale chose this difficult path just to protect the future of their boss and the kingdom for decades to come. Seeing the atmosphere get a bit too sentimental, Stale turned to threaten his best friend Arthur. "We might be close, but stop using your fists to talk." After that, the future regent went into serious mode to pull off a massive recruitment move. Stale bluntly declared, "I'm extremely picky. If I don't trust you, don't even think about getting near my sister." According to Stale's whitelist, besides family and the big bosses, only Arthur is reliable enough. That's why, to study in peace, Stale officially made a request that shook the tavern. He specifically named 3 war gods, Captain Allen, Captain Callum, and Vice Captain Eric. Stale wanted these 3 seniors to join Arthur in forming the Fantastic Four to protect Princess Pride. A lineup of the most legendary faces among the knights, with raw muscle, sharp minds, and psychological warfare skills. It looks like from now on, any creep planning to scheme or approach our boss lady will have to step over the dead bodies of these 4 war gods first. The recruitment got intense when the senior knights asked, "You just said you didn't trust us, so why the heavy request?" Stale was honest to a fault, admitting he only trusts Arthur, but since Arthur did a vibe check and trusts them, Stale chose to trust them too. Stale officially assigned the mission. "I don't want you to just be shields, you must be the sharpest spears. If anyone with a bad attitude tries to get near Sister Pride, handle them immediately." The knights were fired up, closing the deal instantly and throwing a party to celebrate the debut of the legendary bodyguard squad. Stale didn't forget to flatter his best friend. "While I'm gone, you're her right-hand man. Don't let anything happen to our boss." Meanwhile, in another corner, Val was having a heated but somehow sentimental argument with a new friend. Val wondered why this guy called him over just to go drinking. The answer left Val shook, "Because I want to be your friend." Even after being roasted as a head case or being reminded of their class difference, Leon stuck to his philosophy. He wants to understand even those who once lied to and betrayed him, so no more tragedies ever happen. Even though Val called it nonsense out loud, his hand was still on the glass and his feet didn't move. It seems the psychological manipulation of Pride's crew has spread to the neighboring kingdom, turning an arrogant prince into a potential drinking buddy. Leon started getting curious about the definition of friends and messy romance. When teased about liking Pride, Val immediately went into denial mode. Who would like that annoying brat? Even though Leon claimed being royalty is exhausting, in his heart, he's determined to live and die for the nobility of this kingdom. To seal the friendship deal, Leon asked to be called by his first name, while Val set a condition. "Beat me in a drinking contest first, then we'll talk." Cutting to the healing party, Pride decided to show off her past life domestic skills. With Tiara's heroine aura as a support buff, Pride shattered the clumsy curse of the game script, creating dishes so delicious the whole server was shook. Feeding cake to Arthur and Stale was a massive mental buff that left both Simp Kings floating. Pride didn't forget to credit Tiara, Val, and Leon for always being by her side. Watching everyone laughing and talking, Pride told herself to strive for 120 points of happiness every day to make up for the past bitterness. However, life isn't a dream, and the script never lets our boss lady rest for long. Right now, in a ruined castle, as a young man is relaxing, an urgent distress signal sounds. The man is annoyed at having his peaceful vacation ruined, thinking if it's something trivial, he'll just make the caller vanish. But then he realizes this is an opportunity to expand his influence in Frisia. A high-stakes alliance negotiation is waiting ahead.